golfers, David Reckless, PGA Professional. Back to you. Today we're going to talk about what you need to carry in your golf bag. And if you're a beginner, it's a pretty basic little kit. Obviously you need a set of clubs. The maximum number of clubs under the rules of golf you're allowed to carry is 14. So you mustn't carry any more than that. Although as a beginner you're probably not going to carry that many because you don't need that many. So there's no minimum. As long as you have a couple of clubs in your bag, you can have a game of golf. I have my golf bag, which in it has exactly 14 golf clubs. They're made up of a putter for the putting green, irons, and also woods. We still call them woods even though they're made of titanium and steel these days and graphite. It's just a name we've carried on over the years, so we still call them woods or drivers. So as I said, a maximum of 14 golf clubs under the rules of golf to be able to have a game of golf. Also in my golf bag I must carry golf balls, enough golf balls to get me through. Sometimes we don't know how many that should be. Some days are diamonds and some days aren't. So I probably have a dozen golf balls in my bag just in case, in my golf bag. Also tees, they can be wooden or plastic. Most golf pros use wooden ones. They vary in height these days as well. So you've got to have tees to tee your ball up in the teeing ground. I also carry in my golf bag an umbrella, so if I'm out on the golf course, and we know that golf is a game of long duration, sometimes between 3 to 5 hours, we need to make sure that if it does rain, we have an umbrella so we don't get wet. I also carry a little bit of a wind jacket, rain jacket I carry in my golf bag during summer, just in case, or in winter time I carry a sweater or jumper. I have plenty of room in this little golf bag here to be able to carry all that stuff. Also in Australia at this time of the year, summer coming on, sunscreen, you've got to cover up. A cap or a hat is very important. I wear a cap at all times. Lip balm, I carry lip balm. Don't want those lips getting cracked. My wife's not real happy if that happens. A towel. Now this is to keep my golf club clean. So I clean my clubs or also my golf balls, making sure I'm not wiping them on my clothes. I'm using the towel to do so. So they are some of the basic things that we would carry in our golf bag starting out to playing the game. As a golf professional I carry a few more items than that. Probably one also that you should carry is a drink bottle. I carry this little thermos bottle to make sure that I'm hydrated when I'm playing. I think that's a necessity for everyone these days. If you're a member of a golf club or you're playing in competitions, even if you're not playing in competitions, it's really handy to have the rules of golf booklet. I carry that in my golf bag as well. And if you are playing as a member of a golf club or you're playing tournaments, you need to have one in your golf bag because not everyone knows the rules, and it's great to be able to go in and reference which rule we need at what time. There's many of them. I wear a golf glove, and as a left-handed golfer I wear that on my right hand. For you right-handers, you'd wear one on your left hand, and making sure that it fits correctly is very important. It should be like a second layer of skin, and to find out what is the best size, if you put the glove on and grab it in the palm and just pull it up, you'll see it'll bounce back really quickly. If it's still staying there, that means the glove's a bit too big, and obviously if you can't get it on your hand, it's too small as well. So it should be nice and firm because they do stretch. To mark your golf ball, and we'll talk about this in a later video, on the green you're allowed to, on the putting surface you're allowed to lift your golf ball up and give it a clean. And the way we do that is marking the ball. Now most people use a coin. I have one of these fancy poker chip markers, and a lot of the golf courses are doing that to advertise their golf courses, so I use that. Or something a little smaller, a little plastic disc that I use as a ball marker as well. I also carry a permanent texter in my bag. As a golf pro we also use similar type golf balls, so identification is important. So I actually mark my golf ball with an identification mark so that I know exactly which golf ball is mine. Some of the more fancy equipment I carry in my golf bag is a yardage book, and you'll see the golf pros on television talking to their caddy, looking through this book, and what it tells me is how far each of my clubs go. Over the 35 years of playing golf I've been able to get it down to a bit of a fine art, but also every 6 months or so I go through and check to make sure my distances are pretty much the same, or if they are different I can actually change them. Another fancy piece of equipment is a rangefinder. This is the Bushnell V2. I actually laser the target to find out how far I've got to go to the bunkers, or how far it is to the flag, or so on. This is a very important piece of my equipment, especially for teaching these days. You'll also notice I have covers for my woods. That's so I don't damage them, because when you pull your iron out of the bag, sometimes the drivers being longer, you actually mark them, and I don't want to damage my golf clubs. I like them to look pretty good. Also, I have a putter cover. Cover my putter to make sure I don't get any dents on it. That could affect my shots. And as I get older, I carry a first aid kit. And a little first aid kit which is full of band-aids, Panadol. Once upon a time I used to carry Berocca as I was a young fella, but these days I carry Voltaren, obviously, getting older. There's lots of little things in there that if I need something straight away I have it, and it's a real handy little thing to have in the bag. And if you're on the golf course and someone does get injured, you're able to help them out as well. So I carry that in my golf bag as well. That's basically it for my golf bag. There's lots of other things you could carry, but I try and travel pretty light with my golf bag. And I hope you got some great pointers out of this, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. For more information on what I get up to, go to www.recklessgolf.com.au, and we'll see you on the golf course really soon.